Hey bro, let me record the video like this. So we are in trading view, AUDCHF, so I never heard of it, Australian dollar Swiss franc. Okay, I'm looking at Forex. So you said daily chart, but as you know it, if you want to look at the daily, first you gotta look at the weekly. So let me see what I see there. So overall, what I'm seeing since 2003 is a very interesting pattern. It seems to crash frequently and then it gets back up, crash and then with a week then back up, crash with a week, get back up, crash, and so on, right? So, and right now we are actually in a downward situation. So what might happen is the similar story, like this, bam, and like this, and slightly more down and go back, right? So the thing is just, it should come with a wick. So I might expect a wick. So that to me tells that it's probably not yet the time to go back up like this, because I would expect a wick just like here, and so on, you know. So I'm not sure if it can go up like this, but okay, that's the overall situation. But at the same time, we can argue that we have a nice support right here, right? So we have 1, 2, and also here. Looks a little bit like support area. So on the daily, we might actually expect some movement to the upside, and I have the EMAs here, which turned, it doesn't matter what they turned, so it seems like it's pretty possible to go upwards, at least for some time, maybe until here, and then go back out, then be rejected. Something like this is possible. Let's draw a little bit, maybe like this. Okay, so like right now we seem to hit resistance on the weekly, and I'm gonna go into the daily, but before doing that, it's always a good idea to look at the weekly. So it seems pretty much that we hit resistance on the weekly. So you know what happens then? Stuff like that happens. Stuff like that, right? But we might go up with a short wick to the upside, because every time they went down, they at least touched the EMAs. This is the 30 and 60 EMAs, right? Okay, so it's we cannot draw too many conclusions. Seems like it could be going down soon again. Okay, but that's the weekly. Let's look at the daily. Now with the daily, we have the same nice trend line, the same resistance, and it almost seemed that we broke it. Yeah, we broke the resistance. Yeah, but it's not really convincing. It's just a small daily close about this trend line. So before I would open something, I would rather see something like breaking it convincingly, then maybe retesting and going back up, something like this. Right now you could do it, you could do it and risk it. So question is, if it continues to the upside, right, what could be expected? So this area might be expected, which is 0.59. This area could be expected. This this area as well, 60, and this one. So which of these seems to be the more likely if it continues to the upside? I think this is pretty likely. Let me mark it like this. So you never can say for sure, but this I mark it green. So if this trend line breaks, right, this big one, let me paint it in black. So if this black trend line breaks more convincingly than with this little daily close, then I think at least you could expect the middle of the structure, which is here with the green line, right? Which would be somewhere around 61 cents, so 0.61. But very often such breakouts go way further, so this would be also 65 would be also probable. So it also would take time. It would take time until it reaches that way. So it wouldn't go in a straight line, of course. Would probably, if it breaks, then it would first hit this first resistance, go a little bit up, then go up to the next resistance, go a little bit down again, and then maybe something like this, then hit this, you know, this level, and then get rejected a little bit longer. So now let me ask the question what I would do. What would I do? Well, I would probably open a very small position here with this target first, and see if it goes up. And the stop loss would be super how you say it, super careful stop loss, not here, right? I would put the stop loss just below the structure, somewhere here, because in case it goes down into the structure under this trend line and has a daily close here, then it's probably going to continue downwards. So I would really put the stop loss somewhere here, I think. So I would open a small position here and to wait if it can break this neckline of this potential W. So if this can result in such a W and the neckline gets broken like this, and goes back up, then I would probably open a much bigger position. But before that, just with this little daily close of nothing, I would just probably open a small position first and see how it goes, and then add to this position up here after the break.